I've always been curious. A ship's propeller runs deep under the water. Yet its shaft passes through the hull into the engine room. To transmit power. Passes through the hull into the engine room. To transmit power. So how exactly is it sealed? To stop seawater from leaking inside? In the early days, things were simple. They used packing seals. Rings of oil-soaked asbestos or hemp rope. Pressed tightly around the shaft. By adjusting the gland pressure, they formed a seal. But the flaws were obvious. Heavy friction, quick wear, constant leaking. At high speeds, keeping the seal was even harder. So this method was gradually abandoned. Today, the most common solution is the lip-type seal. Let's see how it works. A typical stern shaft seal system includes both the sealing device and a lubrication system. The stern tube is welded to the hull, and the sealing device, the lip seals, sit at both ends. A forward seal and an aft seal. The lip seals are made of rubber rings, arranged in sequence on the housing. Inside each ring, a spring is embedded, pushing the seal lips snugly against the shaft. Each seal looks like a lip. That's where the name comes from. Between the seals are chambers. For example, there are usually 5 chambers. When operating underwater, the first lip seal on the outer side blocks seawater from rushing in. But under strong sea pressure, that alone isn't enough. So compressed air, slightly higher than seawater pressure, is injected into the third chamber. Meanwhile, chambers 4 and 5 are filled with lubricating oil, kept at a pressure slightly higher than the air. This creates a pressure gradient. Oil, air, seawater. This pressure balance prevents seawater from intruding and helps the seals stay tight, even if outside pressure changes. The lubricating oil has 3 jobs. To lubricate, reducing friction. To cool, carrying away the heat of rotation. And to isolate, using pressure difference. To keep seawater and the engine room apart. The second lip seal mainly blocks oil leakage outward, forming an oil-sealed chamber with the first one. If a little seawater and oil mix in the third chamber, the airflow carries the liquid away into a collection tank, where it's separated. And you may notice, before the first lip seal, there's also a P-type seal. Its job? To protect the sealing system from fishing nets and fishing lines. And that's the working principle of a modern stern shaft sealing system.